So the Redragon Antonium LCD Pro actually really surprised me as a gaming keyboard. Redragon did send this to me for my review, but as always with my previous videos, my thoughts are completely my own. I didn't even send them this video before you're watching it, so they're getting my first thoughts and opinions at the same time that you are. So let's just get right into it. If you're new here, my name is Arnell, the comic book gamer, and on this channel we talk all about gaming tech and accessories. If that is something that you're interested in to stay up to date on the latest budget gaming tech, or just tech that is really helpful to help elevate your gaming setup, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. So let's talk about what the Redragon Antonium LCD Pro keyboard is. So this is a mechanical keyboard that has three ways of connecting, either by a regular USB-C connection to your computer, wireless connection with Bluetooth, or wireless connection with the included dongle. You'll also notice that the printing for the font for the letters is actually front-facing versus top-facing on top of the keys, like most other traditional keyboards. This isn't the first keyboard to do this, but it is a pretty cool design change, design aesthetic that I personally really like. When the keyboard is off, it's a very sleek sort of design that really helps to blend in office or library settings. But when you're gaming and you actually turn on the RGBs and you have the LCD screen on, it really helps to fit in your gaming setup a little bit better. So it's a really good hybrid of office and gaming keyboard that I personally really like. On this channel, I've talked about, the Logitech MX Master 3S and how I like using that for gaming, but I also really like using it in office settings as well. So this keyboard is kind of like an equivalent in the sense that I really love using it for office settings, but I can have a really good time gaming on my Steam Deck or other PC games with this keyboard versus just getting a dedicated gaming keyboard. Now, if you want something that's a little bit more dedicated than this, you might want to check out something like the Redragon K617 Fizz. I've reviewed that on the channel in the past. I will have that linked down below and right up here in the card as well. Now, one of the things I really love are these switches. The switches help this feel way more satisfying than you would expect at this price point. Speaking of the price point, I will have an affiliate link down below to the Redragon site, so that way you can pick these up at the best possible price on their website. The switches feel super satisfying. It has a little bit of a chalkier sound than you would find with other keyboards at this price point. So if you are more of a fan of the chalkier sound profile, then you're definitely going to like these. I will have a sound test right here. So as you can tell, definitely a chalkier sound, and personally I really like that because it's not overly loud or overly sharp, and it also doesn't sound cheap in my opinion, because sometimes when you go the opposite direction with a sharper sounding keyboard, or at least the sharper sounding switches, then it's very easy for it to start sounding cheap. So I need to take a quick second to talk to you about the sponsor of today's video. That is going to be Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is a really awesome website that you can buy really heavily discounted PC games for a very reasonable price. There's no fee to sign up for Instant Gaming, and it's very quick and easy to create an account. Plus, every single month they do a giveaway for a game of your choice. So if you win the giveaway, you can choose to get the cheapest game or the most expensive game on the website. So there's a ton of great options to choose from, and it's really easy to enter the giveaway. All you have to do is click the link out down below, create an account, and then click participate. It's literally that simple. I mean, you're immediately saving money buying their discounted prices, and you also have the chance to win any game of your choice. So definitely check the links out down below. Make sure you join the giveaway, and big thanks to Instant Gaming for sponsoring today's video. Now, like I said, this is a keyboard that really blends sort of the office sound profile that you would want to have and sort of the design aesthetic of the keyboard, and it also blends in gaming in there along with the RGBs. Obviously, anytime you see RGB, it's almost 9 out of 10 times geared towards gamers. So this is something that really is a hybrid between the two. In my opinion, it leans a little bit more on the office side versus gaming, but this does a great job with gaming as well. I feel really responsive when I'm using the keys, and I'm able to, switch weapons, walk around, do all the different things that I would normally do in a game, and feel like I'm getting the same amount of response that I would come to expect with any keyboard. Now, is this the highest quality gaming keyboard with all of the features and functionalities that you would expect in a higher quality gaming keyboard? Absolutely not. But if you're somebody that is new to gaming keyboards, if you're somebody that wants to get a good blend of something that you can use as an all-around everyday keyboard, this would, in my opinion, be the one to pick up. Another thing that you will notice with the design is that it's a very sort of monochromatic design, similar to the K617 Fizz that I've reviewed in the past. When the keyboard is off, it blends into any environment. Now, the K617 Fizz is a bit more of a gaming keyboard just because of how much more compact that it is, and it truly feels like extra clicky and everything like that. It feels more satisfying to use specifically for gaming, but any other application of typing or video editing, you can do that with something like that, but it's just not as well optimized as something like this is. Now, recently you've seen the video that I did on the Artemis Pro, which is sort of a very similarly designed keyboard. It is a bit bigger. It does have a full number keypad on there, but it has a very obviously different design with the anime aesthetic on there. So in my opinion, this keyboard is a very sort of slimmed down version of the Artemis Pro without the anime design aesthetic, so that way it helps to blend in other environments while still giving you all of that functionality that you would come to expect out of that little LCD screen. Now, before I keep going with the video, if you are finding value in this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and consider dropping a like as well. Lets me know you want to see more mechanical keyboard reviews like this. Now, of course, no keyboard is perfect, especially not at this price point. Again, if you're looking for something that is very particular, geared more towards gaming or geared more towards the office, then you're probably not going to want to have something like this that does a good job of trying to get the good things from both angles, but it's just not something that really excels at either one. With gaming, like I said, you're not going to have that super satisfying clicky sound that you would come to expect with mechanical gaming keyboards, and you're also not going to have that sort of compact design that you would come to expect as well. And with the office setting, for me personally, I really need a number keypad. That is something that is crucial and vital to me in the office setting, so that is a feature that I'm kind of lacking and missing on. And also with the design, you're going to find that the text font that's on the front of the keycaps, again, instead of on top of the keycaps like you would come to see with other keyboards, you're going to see it's not the best quality as far as like the cutout for the letters. The RGBs do shine through there, so that's how you can tell what keys that you're typing on if you're ever needing to look down at the keyboard. But it's not the nicest and highest quality of it. So, but again, if you don't really look down at the keyboard very often, at least to see what keys that you're typing, then it's not really going to be too big of an issue for you. Overall, though, the Redragon Antonium LCD Pro keyboard is an excellent keyboard. It is a really good option to consider, and honestly one of the best options in this price range. I'm really blown away at just how much I want to type on this. It feels extremely satisfying to type and just do all the different things that I would want to use this keyboard for, whether it is gaming, whether it is office work, editing videos, editing this video that you're watching. It feels really satisfying. Is it the perfect experience? Is it something that I feel super dedicated to want to use one way or another? Honestly, no, but any application, anything that I do with it, it feels very satisfying. Honestly, I'd probably only switch this out if there were a particular really high-end gaming keyboard that I wanted to use specifically for gaming, but as it is right now with all the keyboards that I have at my disposal, this is the one that I would want to use on an everyday basis. The Artemis Pro is great from a design aesthetic. It helps to fit in my, room and setup a bit better and just looks more cohesive, but it doesn't feel as satisfying to type on. The K617 Fizz is great for gaming, but it's not as satisfying to type on and work when I'm editing videos or things like that. Plus, it's way more compact, so I'm missing out on a lot of the functionality that I would want to have with like a dedicated keypad or dedicated arrow keys. So really, the Antonium LCD Pro is probably the best keyboard I have around me, at least at the time of recording this video. So again, I'm going to have the affiliate link down below. If you want to check this out for yourself, check out the most up-to-date pricing. And if you want to see my thoughts on any other mechanical keyboards, especially from Redragon, definitely check out either one of these videos. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.